Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob Ferguson, and season 17 is ended last night. And if you don't want spoilers, don't watch the video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's been out not even 24 hours yet. But I wanted to record it last night, but I was too tired from jumping up and down, screaming, all that. This is going to be the season 17 retrospective. I'm also going to do my season 17 lip sync ranking. Let's talk about the finale. What did I like about it? Well, this finale format was odd. I mean, it's the same thing that we've had since season 14. But I'm going to just let y'all in on a little secret. I don't like this finale format. There were way too many commercials because they really didn't have enough things to do to fill up the space. It was like, well, you can. Here's one performance, and that's about it. And so yeah, we had multiple performances. We had a finale, eleganza looks, and I want to get into it because this finale was crazy. This finale had everything. So if you guys are down with that, sit down and buckle up, and let's get started. So the eliminated queens walk out looking amazing. Though I do think that Joella's look, while it was referential, was like, okay, girl, yeah. Each time they showed her, she'd have the little mask on her face, and I'd be like, girl, really, really, now's the time. Um, I loved everybody's look, but I gotta call out Susie Toots because, my God, she looked amazing. Let's talk about everybody's like crowning achievements this season. Lucky Stars' crowning achievement, I think, was winning her first lip sync. It happened in the Lollapalooza. I also think that her like talking about how she was struggling with money and stuff was sad. And I do hope that, with the newfound fame that she has here, though she was a first out, she can get some stuff. And that's the thing that I want to mention. Naysha Lopez. Really? If you don't know, Naysha made a comment about Lucky Stars' lip sync outfit. She said basically that that she had made it for a tour, and she was really upset because everybody else had like new stuff. And Jules said, yeah, but it was only old to the people who saw her on that tour. It was not old to the new viewers. And Naysha got really upset about it. Fuck you. Like, I mean, like, Naysha, you were a first out. You know that, but here's the thing about with that comment. It's that, Lucky didn't have the entirety of a Miss Continental win behind her when she went on Drag Race. You did, and you still lost pretty badly. And while I'm not trying to be mean about that, I mean, that's just the fact. You went home 3 times within your Drag Race tenure. You don't really have, you shouldn't really be calling her out for something that is so trivial. I mean, I know that if I went on Drag Race and I had drag that people that I used in bars, I'm gonna show that off. Especially if I have to lip sync in it. I mean, I already lip sync in it. I think that that's a great idea. It gives you stuff. Bring back mall drag. Bring back fucking mall drag. Because I used to work at a mall, and I'd be walking through Macy's, and I'd look and I'd go, oh, that's a cute dress. But I know if I walked it on the runway, they'd be like, pageant. This look is ugly because it's mall. People don't have a lot of money, and the things that Lucky was pulling out of her ass, like absolutely stunning looks that would have been good if she hadn't gone home first. She's definitely the like lost looks of the season, for me at least. Her looks have been like on point this entire time. Another thing that I'm going to award is the Golden Boot of the season, and I don't think that anybody would have any problem with me doing this because it's Joella's quilted runway. We all know it. We all know that that is the one that I think everybody would agree with me on. The only other one that I would have chosen would be Lana Del Rey's look that she had for the sea ball that she made, but Joella's is too iconic not to pass up. I think it is the iconography of the look. Like a Mandatory Meetings bird look got it last season from Selena Estidis. And now I need a mandatory meeting in Joella to meet so that way she can give her the golden boot. Because I think we are all in agreement that that look was the worst. Next up, we have the RuPaul performance. Well, actually, I gotta talk about Joella, don't I? Her crowning achievement has been off the show. It's been in the Twitter replies. It's been in the replies to the fans, and also just the fact that she didn't let the memes of her in that look slow her down. Um, because that is going to be what she's remembered for. That and being she had so many iconic catchphrases for only being on 4 episodes. The premier Slasian Diva of Los Angeles, and don't forget the Ella. And I don't think we're gonna forget the Ella. If they do a Slasian Royale season 2, Joella needs to be on it. And not as she needs to be like an omnipotent being on it. Like, she needs to sit there because she's the premier Slasian Diva of Los Angeles. So, she'd have some credibility. Hormona Lisa. What I will say is that Hormona, I went in hopeful that Hormona was at least gonna make it further. And I told you guys, I said I would change Lana and Hormona's placements. And while I still semi-think that, I also think that Hormona, I think I overhyped her a little bit in my mind. She's a great drag queen, and after the show, she's been really great. And she's the most normal person that I've seen. Like, she does mall drag. Like, she gets stuff at the mall and walks out in, daily looks, and it looks like, just a woman walking down the street. She's late to, her hair appointment or to sell Mary Kay. And I love that about her. I'm just proud that she got on the show and was able to show in 6 episodes something that I don't think people realize. She made it 6 episodes. That's a talent. We got to see her on 6 Untucked episodes. We got to see her for 6 episodes. What I will say is her crowning achievement is just definitely being on the show. Getting there, doing that, because it's definitely not her lip syncing skills. I'm gonna be completely honest. She's not the best lip syncer when it comes to Drag Race lip syncs outside the show. She's done Pink Pony Club and stuff, and I've liked that, but she's not really a great lip syncer. And when I get to the lip sync ranking, you're gonna see some of that stuff. But Hormona, I love you. You were my Miss Congeniality of the season in my mind. Crystal Envy. Her crowning achievement, and I'll just put a spoiler alert here, is that she won Miss Congeniality. I don't understand why she won Miss Congeniality, but sure. She's Miss Congeniality now. And I kind of teased Crystal because I was like, she really didn't bring a whole lot to the competition, but I think that her runway package was some of the best. While I wouldn't say that hers and rivaled Lucky's necessarily, I think that Lucky's was a lot more cooler to look at. Crystal Envy looked great up until her elimination, and even during her elimination. I think that she needs a little bit more time to grow as a queen in the public zeitgeist before she comes back on Drag Race. Definitely the Olay body commercials should do the trick there. She's going to be on next season's finale, so she's got to perform her congenial duties. I think that Tsunami and Saphira really have been the best Miss Congenialities we've gotten in a little bit. So I'm excited to see what Crystal does with that Olay body promotion next year and get it going. Get it going. Get the queens doing what comes naturally. Acacia forgot. I think Acacia's crowning moment, and some of these are going to be this moment forward, is the Rusical. Her Rusical performance while she went home was one of the best. I think that there were two queens that should have been in the bottom, and it was Lydia and Corey. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but Lydia and Corey should have been in the bottom here. Um, but Acacia Forgot really did not do that well throughout the entire season. Um, but she survived till top 10, and I think that that's something to be proud of. Her Take Me Back to Oz is really, really good, and I really enjoyed her there. And she fought for that part. She won that part. And yeah, I love Acacia Forgot. She's great. Do I see her coming back for All Stars? That's a question that I need to ask. It's been yes up until this one. I think so, but she's got to really, really punch it in the personality department because people without personality, when they come back to All Stars, Corey King. Her crowning achievement, and not Lydia's, but Corey's, has been finding Lydia and dating Lydia. I think that is what she came there to do, and then afterwards she said, okay, I'm good. The Kiss Me Deadly lip sync, also, she just really did that really well. I'm also very excited to see where the Cameo and stuff takes her. She was number one on Cameo for a long time before Nikki Blonsky took it over, and she might still be up there, though I do think that the Rizzler is also climbing up the charts again, which sucks. I don't like the Rizzler. Hot take. I don't. Why even bring him up in a drag race thing? I don't know, but I'm excited to see where Corey's fame takes her. And we're missing one queen, Big Atlas. You need to come on Drag Race. You need to do your Boston family proud by going home like at the beginning. That way we have all three of you going home at like random times. With Corey King, I'm excited to see where she goes next. Yeah. Arrietty. I think her crowning achievement were definitely her looks. The problems, though, were that she became the villain. She is crowned the villain of the season. Plain Jane was the villain of last season, though it should have been Dawn. She is the villain of this season, and I am okay with that. Arrietty really, I think, if she were to come back, would have something to prove that she could be more than just a look. And I think we got that in the Rusical, where she actually did really well, and sang really well. But all the other challenges she just failed at, and was constantly in the bottom for, even though her looks were just dynamite. So, frankly, if Arrietty were to come back to All Stars, she would need to prove herself to be a good person. I mean, she already has proven that after the show, but, just in the context of the show. Would I like to see her return to All Stars? All of them have been a yes so far. Lydia Butthole Collins. She's got, her crowning achievement was definitely the roast. The Kiss Me Deadly lip sync was good, but the roast definitely was her biggest moment. I don't really know what she would have to change. I think that she learned her lesson about props during lip syncs, and I think she also just does what she does really well. I could see her in the top 4 of an All Stars season, and possibly even a winner of an All Stars season later on. RuPaul fucking loves her, so it probably won't take much. Lana Del Rey. She surprised me. I think her crowning achievement... I don't quite know. I think her crowning achievement was that she survived as long as she did. I think that her lip sync skills were really overhyped. She was a lip sync survivor. She didn't, do anything that was out of the ordinary for a lip sync, but somehow stayed in the competition because the other queens were just messing up that badly. And yeah, I think that if she gets out of her own head and wants to come back for an All Stars, absolutely, let's get her on there. I would really like to see her on an All Stars with Nina Flowers and stuff like that. Maybe she could take some advice from older queens on how to do better drag than what she is doing. She's a model, but like the Naomi Smalls no pads drag is kind of just the norm at this point, and I think it needs to be sort of re-examined. Next up, Susie Toot. She has everything that she needs. The only thing that I need her to do is expand her horizons. She can still have all of the niche references that she does, but I think expanding her horizons and being more marketable to a general audience would be great. That being said, her marketability is still really good. And I'm gonna just admit this in front of God and everybody. I have a crush on Susie too. She's hot. I'm sorry, she's hot in and out of drag. I love Susie too. She is like my favorite of this season, besides Anya Nerve. She's been my favorite this season, and my mom was really mad when they eliminated her. So I think that RuPaul owes an apology to my mom in particular for eliminating her. But Susie's Mind, I love her. I don't know. That was that was weird. That was awkward. I'm sorry, but yeah. Her crowning achievement, the musical. I mean, when she said, "I said, is that water? I don't do water," and then did the little chest thing. Immediately, I was like, "Oh, you're taking me to church." It was just great. I love her. She's great. I don't want to sound like a simp, so I'm gonna just leave it there. Also, the APT lip sync, that was also a really good one from her. Next up, let's get into the finale. Each queen does a performance. Jules Sparkles really reminded me of Sabrina Carpenter at the Grammys, I think it was, when she did the tribute to the other person. She did a tribute to somebody else doing that, and it was full of like mess ups and stuff. And Jules did that really well. Every single mess up, it was choreographed. It was like the play that went wrong. She did great, and she really stood out for me. I think that three out of the four tracks were really good. Those being the first three. Sam's was kind of. Also, I really wish that the celebrities endorsed them through like messages outside of the show. Like when they said celebrity person, I was like, ah, and then it was like, oh, okay. But Jules did great. Loved her. Let's talk about her crowning achievement. Her crowning achievement was definitely the musical. I mean, her as Glinda, she did perfect. Her other crowning achievement, though, I think was the final episode. She was the dark horse throughout the entire competition, and when she finally got to the end, she really did the damn thing. I love her relationship to her father. That's been, I mean, her family's really great. I also think that when she talked about the immigration stuff, um, that was a big deal, because I do agree, though I didn't agree with her winning the crown. I was not really Team Jules Sparkles that much, but I agreed with her sentiment. I think that we do need to broaden our horizons a little bit, and I think that we need to get, especially during this time, a queen that is Latin American to win a crown. So that way, or a Mexican American, Spanish American, to win the crown. So that way, it proves that they didn't come to play; they came to slay. Next up, Lexi Love. I enjoyed this performance. It was back to roller skates, back to menu next. But she did really well with the roller skates. I think her crowning achievement was her tenacity. Her talking and educating the queens, because she was the oldest one there, about all that. And I've made my distaste for Lexi Love known. I like her, but I do think that she kind of was just way too emotional. And I think that some of the bottom placements that she got should have been actual bottom placements. But she did okay. near the end. I enjoy her. I think if she comes back to All Stars, A, we don't need Susie Tudor on the same season as her, but B, she needs to be more confident in herself. Because she's confident in herself, but she's not confident in herself. You get what I'm saying? She's not in it to win it. Like, she needs to focus on herself and not on Susie Toot or Sam Starr or Anya Nerve or anything. Sam Starr, let's talk about her. I think her crowning achievement was. Honestly, she didn't have one because everything that she did was rehearsed pageanty and was just. It was great, but I do think that she struggled a bit to get out of the pageanty ways of herself. It's very much like her mother Trinity. I think it would take an All Stars for her to really break out of her shell and realize that she is more than just a pageant queen. And that's the key here. She knows she's more than just a pageant queen, but her song really was very pageanty and all that. She had Alyssa Edwards doing her Trust the Duchess type situation. I just think that she needed a lot more time to grow out of the pageantry because Trinity has now gone from pageant perfection to a nutcase. You know, she's a ball of fun on plastic inflatable legs. Anya, she is the entire package. Charisma, she's got it. Uniqueness, got it. Nerve, she's named after it. Talent, she has it. Her crowning achievement for me was the Rusical. When she came out and taught them kids about Diana Ross, she said, Roxy Andrews, hold my dune robes, and taught the bitches about Diana Ross. I love her. That was the moment where I was like, if this bitch doesn't win, I'm going to throw an orange chair at RuPaul. I swear to God, because RuPaul favorite color is orange. So when I watched the show, watched the finale, we got to talk about it. Let's talk about it. So after the four performances, which all of the other performances were really great. Jules's was the only one I wanted to call out because it reminded me of that Sabrina Carpenter thing. We get the Miss Congeniality, which was Crystal Envy, and then we get a tribute to Liza Minnelli. I didn't cry, but I was just, thank God. And I saw somebody on Twitter go, we don't care about Liza Minnelli. And everybody in the comments was telling him to go die. And I'm like, well, we don't need to take it that far, but also, no thank you. We need to educate ourselves. If you don't like that they're doing the Giving Us Lifetime Achievement Award situation, every single person that they've chosen has felt correct. Bob Mackie, Hot Chocolate, Elvira, and now Liza Minnelli. This is what drag is. They are choosing queens. They're choosing people who have had such an immense impact on our lives as queer people that we need to honor them. That being said, I would like some trans representation in there. I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't need to just do allies all the time. Though Hot Chocolate is, a drag queen, and I don't know if Elvira is fully straight, but I don't even know if Liza Minnelli or Bob Mackie is fully straight, but, or I don't even know if Bob Mackey's gay. I would have to look that up, and I don't want to right now. But, Liza coming out, bantering with Rue, made me smile. And whenever they would pan to Susie, just, oh my God, and, she had tears. I was like, this is what drag is. This is what the celebration of drag is. I love that they did the top four speaking to their younger selves. I love that. I love whenever they do that. It's just a great thing. And then we get to the top two. Jules Sparkles and Anya Nerve. And I won't lie, they said Anya's name first, and I was just... It was my Super Bowl. I told my mom, who was, asleep. I looked at her and I said, you know how when the Chiefs do well, you yell and scream and all of that? I'm about to do that. But since she was asleep, I had to keep my reactions softer because, I didn't want to wake her up and her get mad at me. She wouldn't have gotten that mad, but she woke up during Liza Minnelli. because she heard Ring Them Bells, and she said, huh? Who's this? And then she said, why is Liza Minnelli on my TV screen? As if the thing hadn't played that Liza Minnelli was going to be honored. So we have Anya and Jules in the top two, and they have to lip sync. And it's Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, the gay anthem of 2025. While the world is burning outside and rights are being taken away, Lady Gaga said, let's release some new music for the gays, not even for herself. She grabbed that rainbow flag and she said, here you go, here's Abracadabra. And it's the satanic Gaga. She's back. She's doing all of that. Every conservative hates her because, oh Lord, as if they didn't listen to Shallow about 85 bajillion times when that came out and supported her during I got 100 million reasons to walk away. And as if old people didn't laugh at her and Tony Bennett doing Cheek to Cheek. But now we have Abracadabra, and when I tell you this was a lip sync, it wasn't the best lip sync. I will tell you that. In my lip sync ranking, I have it ranked pretty high, but that's because I started to realize some of these lip syncs are just kind of mid. Anya did really well. I think that she was doing the choreo, and Jules did the reveals, multiple of them. Anya said, I don't have reveals. I have poisonality. I have my poisonality, my personality. It's going to come out on stage. And it did. And I was very excited. And when RuPaul said the winner of Drag Race is Anya Nerve, I just... I screamed. I was so happy because after a year of understanding why Nymphia won, because I had to really educate myself. I was like, what does this mean to Nymphia? Because I wanted Sapphira to win. I was mad that Sapphira didn't win, and I was, heartbroken. But I realized that Nymphia had a reason to win. She had a culture. She understood everything. And while I love Sapphira Cristál, and it could have been a double win, and I would have been very happy, Nymphia Wynn's win was really a breath of fresh air, no pun intended. And Anya going back to the drag roots of, she wasn't even doing drag full time when she got on the show. She was a line cook out of Cleveland, Ohio, and she made it to the finale and won. Drag can be for everyone. You don't have to have a house. You don't have to have, years of pageant training to win Drag Race. You can just be a normal person and do well and have charisma and know how to play and work a camera, and you can win. And I am so proud of Anya because she has proven that that you can overcome anything. I also want to give a shout out to Lexi because she made it to the Final Four, and her past was not kind to her. I think that they really showed the struggles of current day America. You have people being kicked out of their house because they're gay, and they get into horrible situations, but then they come out of it glamazons and people who are still hurt, but they can do something. They can provide a change for the world. Jules lost her brother, and I know if I lost my brother, I don't know what I would do. My brother is one of my favorite people on the entire planet. In fact, I'm going to go see him today because I'm having Easter dinner at my dad's house, and I'm just excited to get to spend time with him and his fiance. Jules lost her brother, and she said in her message, spend time with your brother, you might not have him for long. And I feel the same way about, talking to my younger self. Don't do the things that you want to do. Do the things that you have to do, and spend time with your grandmother and get that love in, because you're not going to have her forever. These relationships don't last forever. And Sam had isn't an outlier because her story is also great, but I think that her struggles weren't necessarily. I'm not trying to downplay anybody's situation. How do I put this where it doesn't sound like I'm being an asshole? I don't know. Sam was there. I enjoy Sam, and I think that she definitely served this season and showed that somebody from Alabama could go all the way to the top four. Um, let's get into the lip sync ranking. I have about 15 minutes before, they got to do all that. We're going to start at the bottom. There were 24 lip syncs. I thought there were 25, but there was 24. I think. Let me think. Yep, there were 24. Number 24, Get 'Em Back by Olivia Rodrigo. This was during the C-Ball. Hormona's not the best lip syncer, and Lana just didn't give this to me. Olivia Rodrigo on Drag Race is not the best thing, I think. So, I don't know. I think that, I'm changing something one minute. I think that, yeah, she didn't really slay, they didn't really slay that. And also, it was like a Olivia Rodrigo deep cut. Next up, Yes and. Bet y'all forgot that existed, didn't ya? This was a bad use of Ariana Grande's lip sync songs. I really think that they could have thrown her into like a better spot. Like put Illusion here, put the other one here. I just think that this song deserved better recognition and needs to be redone. Number 22, Say Liza. Even though I like Lydia Butthole Collins, Hormona, again, just didn't give what she needed to give here. She did all her reveals too early. And this is kind of the worst lip sync out of the Lollapalooza. Just because I think that they were thinking that Susie was going to get it and do an absolutely amazing job with it. And when she didn't, they got mad. Next up, 21, Can't Keep My Hands to Myself. I just disliked this lip sync because it was mid. But they were just rolling around the stage like those like panda bears in Minecraft. They just roll. And I don't need to see like wacky races on my TV screen. You know what I'm saying? Who won? I don't know. Lana's wig also came off during it, so there's that. Number 20, Illusion. I don't care about Illusion. It was during the Cunt Monologues, which I also think was a mid-tier episode. I think that this song was okay, but again, the lip syncing was just not giving what it needed to give. In my opinion, at least. Also, this song was kind of boring. Number 19, The Way You Love Me by Paula Abdul. It was because of Lucky. Joella did fine, but Lucky Stars really just didn't do what needed to be done. She was bouncing around the stage looking crazy, and I don't know. I don't think that was necessarily the vibe, or the culture, or whatever you wanna say. Actually, gonna change my number one here. To something that I actually listen to. Alright. Up next, Buttons. Corey chewed, she slayed, but Joella had the Golden Boot Award look on her. So I just didn't enjoy this very much. Thought it was kind of boring. Also, Joella didn't know the words. Corey at least did good during it, but again, it's both of them. At number 17, One Thing by Emery. It wasn't. It was okay, but I don't think it was double save worthy. I think the only reason they did that was because Jules won it and Anya had to stay, which was fine, and Anya won the season, so fuck you. But yeah, this song was kind of. Eh. I liked it. I've listened to it afterwards. It's a good little ditty. But eh. Up next, number 16, We Found Love. This lip sync was okay on Susie's part, but Lucky was kind of just doing the titty thing again, and I really did not care about it at all. Also, Rihanna is kind of weird on Drag Race because either we have a great one like Shut Up and Drive, or we just have like two white people trying to do it. And I know Lucky isn't white. Susie might not be white either, but yeah, no, thank you. This song was kind of meh. Number 15, Ya Ya. I didn't understand why this song was a song that needed to be on Drag Race. Other than like the political connotations, but it wasn't a political challenge. It was a roast. Um, Ariete did fine. Jules tore, but again, it was more the song choice. I don't understand why they chose this song. Next up, Unholy. Number 14, Unholy. You know the reason why. Lydia did the best out of the two of them, but because of her wardrobe malfunction, she got sent home. That's fine, but what isn't fine is just this song was gonna be on Drag Race anyway, so it was only a matter of time. Number 13, Step by Step. I think that Acacia won it. I already said that, but I think that Lucky really was okay. This is kind of in the good territory now. But honestly, would I go back and watch it? I don't. I don't think so. Next up, 360, number 12, 360. It was good, but a little bit messy. Corey, Lydia, and Lana all doing it. Corey was the focal point. Lydia and Lana were there. Number 11, Blow Me One Last Kiss. It was great. I think that both of them did good, but Corey did better. Not really one that I would go back and rewatch. Number 10, we are at the top 10 now. We have You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. I think that Lana did the best that she could do in this lip sync, and Crystal was there. Honestly, Crystal just kind of was there for me in the last couple episodes, which made it really confusing as to why she won Miss Congeniality, for me at least. But this song was great. It wasn't my favorite in the well, I'll peruse it though. Up next, number 9, Abracadabra, the one that we just saw. I put it pretty high because I did enjoy it, and Anya did really well, and Jules did really well, so it would be one that I would go back and watch just to see Anya do her thing. Number 8, Training Season. Gotta say this right now. This is where Suzy 2 created a monster in me. I love her in this. When she does the little, like, sitting and staring and lip syncing so softly, loved it. Love Training Season. Joella was there. It was mostly about Suzy 2. Next up, number 7, Wet Dream. I think that both of them did really well. Corey just did better, in my opinion. Obviously, she said that she was going to win whether or not Acacia was ready for her. And it was true. She did. Though I really think that Wet Dream could have been something a lot different. Next up, Woman's World. I have to say, though I freaking hate Katy Perry's newer music, Woman's World was a really good lip sync between Suzy and Jules. Suzy got to do her tippity tap, and Jules served Katy Perry puss. But obviously Suzy won it because she did the Morse code thing, which I love. So yeah, I would rewatch. I have rewatched this. Up next, number 5, Alter Ego. This was the song for a little bit before before we got to the first top 12 episode, but Alter Ego, really great lip sync. Loved it. Lexi did the damn thing. Crystal, again, was there, but she actually did a lot better than I thought that she would do. At number 4, we have Love Child by Diana Ross and the Supremes. I wanted to put this at number 1, but then I started realizing no. Susie tore. Sam did really well. It was emotions. You had Diana Ross's daughter sitting there. It was just... I say take me to church a whole lot in this video. I'm sorry, but it did. It made me very happy. Number 3, Boogie Wonderland. And you might be wondering, why is that not number 1? I found 2 more that I think are better than this. Lydia and RuPaul in sync, doing the little... Loved that. It was hot. But I think that Arietti was just bald-headed and confused over there, trying to do her little thing, and it just didn't work for me in particular. Love the lip sync song though. Put more Earth, Wind, and Fire and more disco into this. Up next, Kiss Me Deadly. This was a lip sync for the ages. I love Kiss Me Deadly. Both of them did great. Both of them did wonders for the lesbian community, as well as, like the community that was rallied around them. They're like Tom Holland and Zendaya at this point. Like, people are like, I thought that Tom Holland was your celebrity crush. He's not, by the way. It is B. Dylan Hollis from TikTok is my celebrity crush. And Susie Toot, obviously, now. But don't judge me. But the... It was for a while, but now that they're, like, dating, I don't want them to ever split up. I'm like, these two were made for each other. Same with Corey and Lydia. I approve of their relationship. I want them to go far. They are... I will die on that hill. They need to stay together. Unless, of course, something happens. But I don't think anything will. I hope not. This sealed it with a kiss. They did great. And finally, at number 1 is Apt. Apartment. APT. I thought I wouldn't like this lip sync because APT is a newer song, but like the joy that I get out of watching Susie do the kissy face thing, and Corey, the only thing I don't like about it is the titty reveal, but like I can get past that because it's just a good lip sync. I had trouble because I had put Boogie Wonderland at number 1. But I was going back and forth, and I had to highlight Susie again at the final one. This was the lip sync for the actual thing, and she did it, and I love her for that. Final thoughts. Season 18. I really hope that Season 18 has a lot of older queens, a lot of older songs, and a lot more talent. We can only go up from here, though we are already at a good space. I think that Season 17, out of the 3 seasons of Drag Race that have been on MTV, has been the most consistently good. In fact, I would say that about all of that. While All Stars is trying to find its footing after Season 7, and them crowning Jinx again, I think that this sort of thing has been... Are y'all okay? Jesus Christ. I think that all of the regular seasons have been really well. Really good. From the switch from VH1 to this. All Stars 10 promos come out soon. If you guys don't celebrate Easter, then have fun this next couple weeks. I'm going to be eating a bunch of food because... At my house, Easter is more about the meal and less about the religious connotation. So, I am going to go off and enjoy my scalloped potatoes and green bean casserole, and you guys will see me shortly, hopefully. Go give a like to my cowardly video if you would like to. Ring the bell for more notifications. I hope to be posting more consistently now that I have been rejuvenated by Anya Nerve's win. Congratulations to Anya Nerve. I've been Jacob Ferguson, signing off for the wettest season, season 17. Bye.